Hello, everyone, and welcome to Race 2 of the Gordon Round of the 2024 CFRL Cup Series playoffs. Tonight, we are at the Windy City Chicagoland Speedway. It should be a pretty good one tonight. I'm Ryan Harp, or Darth Kylo, and with me tonight is Joshua Harris. So, Harris, it's Chicagoland. A lot of people consider it to be, like a cookie cutter type track, but it's a cookie cutter with one unique element.
And that is, I wonder what that is. I've never heard of this, to be honest with you.
And that unique element is that the back straightaway actually has a bit of a curve to it, so it's not entirely straight. So,
Right.
so how does this track differ to a lot of the other mile and a half that we go to?
I think it makes you going into the corner a little more careful because you're going to see drivers try to arc going into 3 and 4. And as you come to the front stretch, this is also another curve, which is any other track will have. But as you said, it's interesting to see how this backstretch just curves throughout the whole entire way, going off 2 and into 3.
And interestingly enough, this is the track that the midweek guys are going to be racing at in a couple weeks for their season finale. So, and since we're both in the midweek series playoffs, not only is this uh, a playoff race for the Cup guys, but it's also a bit of a sneak preview for what we expect from the midweek guys as well.
Exactly. And, it's the playoffs. Like you said, all these guys want these positions, all these points mean something. Last time we visited Chicago in the Cup Series, it was a track position track. Everyone didn't want to give a lane. Everyone wanted to be the first car to just kind of break away with a group. How well do you think you're going to see groups tonight?
Yeah, I definitely think we'll see some guys partner up with each other throughout the night, but. Yeah, and of course, the last time we were here, it was pretty much Stuart Haas dominating the entire race, with Tegan Jones leading a majority of it, and Ryan Parsons not too far behind. So, are we going to see something similar tonight?
I think so. These fours are pretty fast, and they even helped me that race. But again, you got to think of guys like Tegan and Mike and Bradley. They're pretty much locked in. But I think it's never those guys to lay down. They not get more points. They want to go try to get more points, try to win another race for the next round. But for the guys that's near the bubble, like Kevron, ZX, and Spencer, what do you expect out of them guys tonight? Do you maybe see a surprise winner, to throw the
Mm.
question out there?
Well, I think, well, you never know what's going to happen in the CFRL, I guess. And by the way, we can join now. So, now I'm going to go ahead and run through the starting lineup because we actually had a new track record set by who else? The number 48 of Bradley Domer Jr., who will start on pole. And right alongside him is the 37 of Kevin Hall, who is one of those guys on the bubble looking for a good night tonight. Row 2, we have a couple of the Stuart Haas guys, Tegan Jones, who won the last race here, and Kamal Wright, who's looking for another strong showing this week. Row 3, we have last week's winner, Michael. No, I'm wrong, Michael. Row 3, we have Michael Fox in the 42 and Spencer Boyce in the 7. Row 4, we have the other Michael, last week's winner, Michael Whitman, and birthday boy Jared Haw in the number 88, because it is his birthday today. I thought I'd mention that. So, in row 5, we have the 14 of Brian Parsons, who finished runner-up to Tegan Jones in the last race here, and JC Torado, who's in the RCR number 8. Row 6, we have Anthony Peters in the, I believe, the 1 still, or I think he may have gone to the 38. And then Cameron Morris, who won the midweek race at Auto Club, starting in 12th. And then finally, rounding out the field, is the number 43 of Matt Connors. Now, was there anything surprising or not surprising about where these guys are starting?
I don't think it's kind of surprising to see the 10 car up there. He kind of needs a great run, and we can both say throughout this season he's had a lot of bad deals throughout his year. Definitely could have won a few races, but if I'm him right now, I think you're in a good spot. You're 2 points out the playoffs ahead of the 37 currently. If you can just keep it that way, as right now, you can outpoint them after going out this race.
Yeah, in my eyes, Kevin Hall, who was just 8/1000ths of a second shy of tying the track record, starting in second alongside pole sitter Bradley Domer Jr. He's shown that he has speed around here, or at least in terms of qualifying. But I, I'm interested in seeing what he does with that speed if it carries over to the actual race.
Again, last week, I think Ganini also get the pole at Bristol, but didn't really work out in his favor. But as you said, it's a great qualifier. Hope he can have a track, maybe even like the Roval in 2 weeks' time after our break for Labor Day. Not Labor Day. I may be
Yeah,
tripping, but
it is
okay.
Labor Day.
Thought I was tripping, but I think we can. Hold on, let me go look on Witness Stream to see if we can join.
Yeah, we
I
can
haven't heard
join.
anything. All right.
And
But yeah,
speaking
like
of
a road course. I'm sorry, go ahead.
last week, Michael Whitman redeeming himself from the spring race at Bristol and winning his way into the Earnhardt round. So he doesn't really have to worry about the race tonight in terms of, scoring points or even winning the race. But I'm sure that, he wants to go out there and win the race to prove that, yeah, he's still like one of the best drivers in the league.
Exactly. None of these drivers, even like Tegan or Bradley, they want to pull over and say, I'm going to lay down and just let these guys fight. They want to continue to get more points and more wins to show they're the favorite. And as we come to a pace here, with how the Roval is, even though it's in 2 weeks' time, do you expect someone shocking like for ZX or Cabron to be up there in the battle fighting for each other since how close the points are?
Mm. Well, I'm not quite sure about that, as it looks like we're going to have to restart the
Whoa.
lobby again. And now everybody's doing the demolition derby.
And we're gonna try her again.
Oh.
Earlier today, I tried to ask some drivers around. I talked to ZX to keep this topic on him. He's had a bad season. I asked him since his bad season, maybe he could have been over the cut if he had the season that I think he should have had. But he just kept it short and simple when I asked him what do you think he needs to do for these last two races to try to outpoint Cameron and Spencer, and he just said go out there and win. And for a track like Chicagoland, like you said, just do a Haas cars were pretty fast. I don't know where ZX finished, but do you think someone like Ryan, Ryan, who's probably say he's not safe, do you think he's gonna maybe interrupt ZX's win if he's up there, or just move away, not move away, or try to? I don't know what I'm asking or trying to get to.
Well, I'd say Parsons definitely has a very good chance at that, considering that he was running in second the majority of the spring race here. So he does have the speed. So I think he has a very good chance of getting himself a win and locking himself into the next round.
All right. Let me look at what's this stage for this.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Thank you, because I'm not on
All
the
right, so
screen.
all right, so the stage will be end of lap 33, beginning of lap 34. The pace speed will be 65 miles an hour. So don't use the apron on the restarts, which is pretty common for a lot of tracks like Chicagoland, which we go to. And of course, you gotta call out when you're pitting. and to stay on the apron until the exit of turn 2 coming out of the pits. And the pits are closed when the leader crosses the line with 2 laps to go in the stage. And wall banging, quote, is allowed. So very
Whoa.
interesting words there, as we can join now.
Let's pray to get this race underway. Second race in this Gordon round.
And from the looks of it, so far so good in terms of the stability of the lobby. So hopefully we should get going here.
Now, what do you think about Bradley choosing the outside lane? Before we go there.
Yeah, interesting choice. I think at least on starts and restarts, the outside line might be the preferred way around, especially if you're the control car. But of course, Bradley Domer Jr. is on pole. Kevin Hall on the inside, starting alongside. Of course, he's looking to get himself out of the bubble to make sure he locks himself a spot into the next round. And as they're coming off of turn 4, we're just about ready to get going in the Windy City. Now go get them, boys.
Not my best start. We are a go. Oh my god, that's an apron.
Yep, into me.
Oh, sorry.
Well, Bradley at work.
I'm going way too fast too, and I almost missed the corner.
Sorry, my bad.
I really hope I remember to put this on low. I think I did.
Oh,
now it's fucking habit.
There's a lot of ground back there.
Yeah. Oh, it really is up here too. Meow. Meow.
something funny now.
Try not to slide up into you that fast.
Oh, how did you get clear? Oh, I was about to say, I just looked in my mirror, y'all was side by side.
Corey LaJoy, I swear to fucking God. You pull this shit again, number.
Spence.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying we can see my name for a second.
I was trying to warn the 10.
Oh wow, I had him really loose right there. Whoa.
That's nothing I could do in that situation. If I fall loose, so I mean, the car was going to do what it was going to do.
I know, I was trying to warn you, though. That way you could try to check up a little bit and cause less damage.
It was too late. That car was just sliding up.
So 5 laps in, and Bradley Domer Jr. is still out front, while Kevin Hall, he's dropped a few spots as he's now almost outside the top 5.
This is ZX on the outside in the 7 with a good advantage, gaining a few spots, now sitting second and third.
The top 5, all single file. Or at least it was for a little bit, as everybody ducks down to the apron, except for the 4 of Tegan Jones. As we got a battle for second. Kamal Wright and Spencer Boyce side by side.
Still side by side off turn 4. Oh,
There may have been a little contact between those two. And Kamal Wright clears him. And because of that little scrap, that allowed Bradley to pull away just a little bit. But now Kamal Wright's back on his back bumper.
Beauregard has now made a move on the 7, taking 3rd place away.
And he has cleared Spencer Boyce for 3rd. And it looks like we are going to have a battle for the lead now as Kamal Wright's looking to the inside of Bradley. Yeah, side by side for the lead. Kamal Wright clears him. Oh, but Bradley's going to pull the switcheroo on him. Tegan Jones is making this a 3-car fight for the lead. And while Bradley clears Kamal for the lead, Tegan Jones is going to go by him for 2nd. Now, one thing you might have heard on the race chat. Well, somebody goes sideways down on the inside, and that's the 42 of Michael Fox.
It's going to be a lag caution.
A lag caution, so caution's out. And this is the race back.
And this is going to throw a wrench in the strategy here.
Even though we are not even 20 laps in. But interesting note about the race chat, at least at the start of the race. You heard Tegan say that he hopes he got the draft settings right. Now, of course, in the league, we run different levels of draft depending on where we are. And for Chicagoland, I believe we run on low draft. And somebody, I believe it was Whitman, that said, well, there's plenty of draft in the back, so we might have gotten our draft settings wrong for this race, which definitely could make for an interesting second race of the Gordon round of the playoffs. And since everyone's on pit road, we shall see who has the first stall. And it looks like it will be the 7 of Spencer Boyce, as he's the only one running one of the Pro League schemes.
Everyone taking 4 tires and fuel. I believe they can make it to the end of the stage.
And it is Bradley Domer Jr. that wins the race off of pit road. Tegan Jones is barely behind him in 2nd. And it looks like everybody's pulling over to the inside because I believe somebody's ghosted and they never became solid again. So it looks like we're going to take an extra lap if these guys can get doubled up quickly. And Bradley again taking the outside for the restart, so it looks like we are going to go green this time.
We are good.
And it is a lag spike from the 10 that caused the lag caution, so The green flag is out. We are back underway at Chicagoland. Tegan's getting his nose in there. And Bradley holds on to the lead. And look at Michael Whitman. He almost took it 3 wide for third. Now we're starting to see everybody run single file on the bottom. It looks like that's the preferred way around. Is Tegan Jones trying to make another move on Bradley for the lead? And Whitman thought about taking it 3 wide, but he thought better of it. And it is Tegan Jones just barely leading that lap. I believe we have 18 laps to go in the stage, and Tegan Jones has cleared Bradley for the lead. And now Bradley's dropping. And I think another lag spike from the 10 of Kamal Wright, as he's running in dead last right now. But everyone keeps it straight, so we stay green. So now Tegan Jones, who won this race in the spring, is now out front. And right behind him is last week's winner, Michael Whitman. He doesn't have to worry about this race. Because he won last week, he's automatically locked into the Earnhardt round. But of course, he still wants to go out there, get himself some extra points, and possibly even a win. Because of that, Bradley Domer Jr. went from 2nd to 7th. But he's working on Kevin Hall and Matt Connors to try to take 5th away. And of course, Bradley Domer Jr., he still has not won on a 1.5 miles yet. He's hoping to get the job done tonight. As we now have 14 laps to go in the stage.
See that 42 car starting to cling on to the 9 and the 7 and get up to the 4.
Yeah, Michael Fox, he's now up to 4th. Meanwhile, the 7 of Spencer Boyce is really working on the 9 of Michael Whitman, trying to get by. Or at the very least, get a bit of a Chevy alliance working to work together to catch up to the 4 of Tegan Jones. Now have 12 laps to go in the stage. Fox is caught up to the 7. And the top 4 have broken away.
Just like the first Chicago race, 4 cars break away again, and other cars in the pack. Again, you have a stage break coming at lap 34.
Of course, there's still plenty of time for Bradley to work his way back up to the front, but He's getting worked on by Ryan Parsons. And they're side by side. I believe this is for 6th. Oh, but look at JC Dorado forcing the issue. And then puts Bradley in the wall. Yeah, Bradley's not going to be happy about that one.
Definitely not. 10 laps to go on the stage, coming to the 9.
And it is the 4 of Tegan Jones still out front. And we got not 1, but 3 Chevys, all running nose to tail.
And gaining, going into turn 3.
But they're still not close enough yet. And there's Spencer. Looks like he's getting out of line. Oh, but Michael Whitman, he's way up high. Looks like I think he might have hit the apron in turn 1. So put Spencer Boyce up to 2nd now.
Seven laps to go on the stage.
Yeah, and because of that exchange, they have lost some ground to Tegan. We now have 6 laps to go in the stage. Tegan Jones still out front. Spencer Boyce in 2nd. Michael Whitman 3rd. Michael Fox 4th. Kevin Hall 5th. Ryan Parsons 6th. Bradley Domer Jr. in 7th. 5 laps to go. It looks like Jared Hall is 8th. Cameron Morris 9th. And Kamal Wright in 10th. It looks like he has the 32 of Anthony Peters right behind him. Peters wants to get
for 2nd.
A 3-way battle for 2nd. The 9, the 7, and the 42 as we have 4 laps to go in the stage. Yeah, of course, with them battling the way they have, that's just allowing Tegan Jones to pull away even more. He is really pulled away now. And with 3 laps to go, if you have to pit, you have to do it now. Because by the time Tegan crosses the line with 2 to go, the pits will be closed. Yeah, we have hit 2 laps to go, so pit road is closed. And all 3 of those Chevys are still going at it. As we now hit the final lap of the stage, and it is still The 4 with a pretty sizable lead. So really the battle is for second. But here comes Fox making a move on Boyce. And off at turn 4. And it will be Tegan Jones winning the stage here at Chicagoland. As we see Spencer in the grass there. Alright, so with the stage done, it is Tegan Jones your winner, Michael Whitman second, Spencer Boyce third, Michael Fox fourth, Kevin Hall fifth, Ryan Parsons sixth, Bradley Domer Jr. seventh, Jared Haw eighth, Cameron Morris ninth, and Kamal Wright in 10th. So pit road is open, and everybody's in.
Yes, during that cool down lap before we come into the pit road, we saw a little frustration with the 14 and 10 going to the 42 car. I don't know what happened between them, but that may be something to look at.
Well, I think that might have been when Kamal Wright got shuffled to the back. I think the 42 had something to do with that.
It's going to be the first car coming out of pit road. I expect it to be the 4.
And it is. And Spencer Boyce almost got out of there second, but Michael Whitman just snatched it from him at the last second.
Look at the 47 pit crew gaining him spots on pit road.
Yeah, the 37 of Kevin Hall. He's now up to 4th. Tegan Jones is taking the high side for the restart. As they're now in turn 4, getting ready to start to crank it up in the Windy City.
I want to push this.
Car high, careful there.
Hell yeah, Ryan, let's go.
Ooh, I got this. Oh, damn.
Sorry, Spencer. Got into Ryan.
Come on, go ahead.
You're the whole way, Tegan. I have zero intention of trying to pass you right now.
Very safe. I was not trying to slide up there, and I almost fucking did.
I don't know what I just did.
I don't even know who's left. What else? S'mores, did I make your butthole pucker right there?
I just ran a record lap.
So did I.
30.382.
I didn't run that. I about died that lap. I ran a 4. Coming sideways off the fucking 2, try not to hit S'mores.
Oops, I'm advanced. This was. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30.382. 30 It
there
takes my
a
car from the
potential
last.
for
But once I
beef
get
right
it,
here?
and it feels really good. I just stuck here.
So Tegan Jones still out front, and Kevin Hall was moving up to second, and Michael Whitman in third. Like, he just ran a record lap, a 30.383, he said. So I believe
The
that
team
goes.
car making a move on the 42.
And this is for fourth on track. Well, they're 3 wide for fifth, and Bradley just took it down onto the bottom. So Bradley is back in the top 5. So how about Kevin Hall taking advantage of all the shakeups on the restart, moving up to second. And he's right on the back bumper of Tegan Jones. And everybody running single file on the bottom. And Michael Whitman goes a little up high. Yeah, but here comes Kamal Wright, making the move for fourth. On Bradley Domer Jr. They're now coming to the line with 90 to go. There's still plenty of time for these guys to make moves. Second. And it looks like Bradley's going to follow suit. Seeing a lot of battles all over the place.
That 30 stem is still falling on the outside, falling all the way to the back of that group to looks like it's 9th place. Maybe 8th.
Actually, it's 6th.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's working
Super
on
shocking
Ryan
to me.
Parsons for 5th here. Yeah, but it'll stay in 6th. Yeah, but now that Michael Whitman has a teammate and Bradley behind him in second and third, yeah, they're definitely going to try to make a push toward Tegan. And the gap between first and second is about 0.7 of a second. So So there's still plenty of work to do. Yeah, everybody running single file down on that bottom lane. And this pretty much is a one-groove racetrack. Well, you have Tegan Jones as your leader, and then there's everybody else behind him. It looks like we got a battle for fourth brewing between a couple of the Stewart-Haas teammates of Kamal Wright and Ryan Parsons. And Boyce and Fox are getting into that mix. And all the while, Kevin Hall has fallen way back to 8th. He's pretty much lost the draft with the front 6 here. And with him being on the cut line and seeing the 7 and the 10 still in that lead pack, yeah, that's definitely something he doesn't want to see. Meanwhile, this battle for 9th between Jared Haw and Cameron Morris is heating up. And it looks like Jared Haw is the first car on pit road.
A little strategy call to just get some positions.
So it looks like green flag pit stops have started. So how will everyone else react? Well, it looks like everyone's staying out for now. We now have 78 laps to go coming to the line.
Well, out of this first group, do you think he's going to pull the trigger first to pit?
Well, really, it could be any of them. But I would definitely say it's probably going to be either the 9 or the 48 that goes next. And everybody in the front group still stays out. Bradley Domer Jr. in the 48. Still trying to push his teammate along. And everybody stays out once again. And Michael Whitman is in second. And I believe with the help from his teammate, Bradley, the gap between him and Tegan has shrunk a little bit. As I'm looking at Whitman's stream right now, and Tegan Jones's nameplate above the car is coming into view now. So I believe the gap is about 4 to 5 tenths of a second. And of course, with a one-groove racetrack like this, you can catch them. But passing them is a totally different story. We now have 73 laps to go. I believe these guys are going to have to make 2 or 3 more pit stops before this thing's all said and done. And it looks like they're going to have to deal with some lap traffic in a little bit, as the 32 of Anthony Peters is going to be the first or second car 1 lap down. And now look at Michael Whitman. He's right on the back bumper of Tegan Jones now.
Like the 4 car had a mistake off 2. Maybe hit the apron. Had to slow up.
Yeah, and because of that one groove being on the bottom, you risk clipping that apron and moving yourself up high. And they get around Anthony Peters with no issues. Oh, and the 2 leaders, Tegan Jones and Michael Whitman, are on pit road. As is Kevin Hall, Spencer Boyce, and Cameron Morris. And they are side by side on pit road. The 8 of
good entry. My bad.
The 8 of JC Torado was also in.
Now Car had to avoid the 4 from not making him speed. Pretty good entry for that non-driver.
Oh, it looks like Michael Whitman got caught speeding. As
So
his
did the
pit time,
48.
as Whitman's pit time is a 31.5, and Tegan Jones is out. So a huge mistake from Michael Whitman, getting nabbed for speeding on pit road. Same with the 48. I mean, now there is still plenty of time for things to happen. So I wouldn't say they gave away this race just yet. But it looks like with 70 laps to go, or actually it should be 69 laps to go, nice. It should be Tegan's for the taking. And Michael Fox is now leaving pit road. And yes, Tegan Jones has officially retaken the lead. As we now have 67 to go. Tegan Jones with another commanding lead over, I believe that is Jared Haw in second. So it looks like going off sequence with the rest of the field might help him out a little bit here. But here comes Kamal Wright, trying to take second away. He got his nose in there. Jared Hawes just going to let him have it. And the 37 also gets by. And it looks like we have another battle brewing between the 42 and the 7. I believe this is the battle for 5th. But now Jared Hogg gets out of the way of the 42. The 7's trying to get by as well. So going off sequence definitely helped Jared Hall in the short run. But now he's starting to pay the price for it. We now have 62 laps to go. So now we have 61 laps to go. And Tegan Jones has opened up about I would say a 4 to 5, maybe 6 second lead over the 10 of Kamal Wright. And in third is the 37 of Kevin Hall. And with how they're running now, the 10 and the 37, they're looking to get some pretty big points out of this. And now we have a battle for 5th, as Ryan Parsons gets around Spencer Boyce.
Also got a battle for third. 42 has gotten side by side with the 37 off too.
Yeah, Kevin Hall and Michael Fox. And it looks like Kevin Hall is barely going to hold on to third for now. But they're still side by side. It looks like they might have made a little contact there. And everybody's pretty much all spread out. Now looking at Bradley Domer Jr. and Michael Whitman. Like, they were running second and third, but because there's speeding penalties on pit road, they're now running 11th and 12th. And about a half a lap behind race leader Tegan Jones. So yeah, they're pretty much running in third and second to last right now. And with 55 to go, it is still Tegan Jones out front. Kamal Wright in second. Michael Fox third. Kevin Hall fourth. And Tegan pretty much has a whole straightaway lead at this point. And the battle for fifth is still going between Parsons and Boyce. And I would say they're the only two cars that are running nose to tail at this point. And with everybody all spread out and everything pretty much calmed down at this point, I think it's time to check in on the race chat and see what the drivers are saying.
I know it's because there's like 1 or 2 lap pressure tires on the 42 machine, but I think he's the fastest car on the track right now.
I've been hauling ass back here when I'm not hitting the fucking apron.
What kind of the funny part is I'm actually running faster lap times now than I was at the beginning or the middle of the run.
Go ahead, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
I think loosen this thing up just a little bit more.
God damn it!
I'm on a 7 and it's still tight.
I want
Keep
a top
hitting the
10.
Top 10.
I know.
I wanted to be on 7, but I think I ended
Oh
up being
God,
6.
no room. Bitch! I'm gonna get you, motherfucker! I'm gonna get you!
That's a teammate.
I don't want it to happen a third time. What are you doing?
Right? I sucked hitting this lap. I mean, you're way behind
I sucked
me.
it. Don't feel that.
Oh dear.
I don't know where you want to go in cars.
I don't know if I want to get near that fast because of the lag.
If I was so pissed at you.
That too.
No, it's the lag is why you don't want to get around, not because he's pissed at him.
That too.
Oh, come on.
Keep it nice and low.
How low can you go? How low can you go?
The 32 needs me to go so he doesn't hit me and kill me.
Hey, thanks for finally giving me a good pit stop, boys.
You're welcome.
Pit stop.
Even when I actually was running for a title, it wouldn't give me good pit stops.
So now we know why Michael Fox in the 42 has the speed that he has. It's because he was the last car to pit, so he has the freshest tires in the field. And he's now working on Kamal Wright for second. We also heard a little bit of a scuffle between the teammates of Bradley and Michael. And they're still going at it because they figured, well, I mean, we're already in the back. Might as well just battle. All right, hold up.
Happy birthday to you.
Are you 1? Are you 2? Are you 3?
You know, I was gonna say thank you, but I ran a really.
We also sent Matt into the gulag down there, it looks like. Matt was running the apron on the back, so I don't know if he was trying to check out the AMR safety crew or something. But
No, I was
I'm
grabbing
sure
my
there's a
little.
hot nurse in there. That's why Matt's down there.
oh yeah, baby.
I was grabbing my noisemaker. That was more important.
So it sounds like they were singing happy birthday to Jarrett Haw, as today is his birthday. And it would have been sweeter if he was still running for a championship, but it is what it is. And of course, with all these guys all spread out and having their own little battles here and there, they can get away with having a few humorous moments like that. Tegan Jones still with a very sizable lead over second place Kamal Wright, as we now have 43 laps to go. And now Ryan Parsons has gotten around Kevin Hall for fourth. So it looks like he's starting to show a little bit of speed.
You got the top 5 fours or Stuart Haas guys.
Yeah, Tegan Jones in first, Kamal Wright in second, and Ryan Parsons in fourth. And now Spencer Boyce has gotten around Hall. And now Tegan Jones is on pit road. And I believe the 2 and the 8 are also in.
We hear some cars pitting this time. The strategy. Green flag pit stops are underway. But with having, I think you get 20 laps of fuel.
Yeah, Kamal Wright is in, and Spencer Boyce is in. Kevin Hall is also in. Looks like Tegan Jones is out. And we got more cars coming in. The 43 and the 9 are in. It looks like Kamal. It looks like Kamal Wright might have gotten nabbed for speeding. At least that's what it looked like. Of course, I could be wrong on that assessment. And now Michael Fox is in. And Parsons is out. Bradley's in. And it looks like Tegan Jones is going to retake the lead. And it looks like he will. And yes, Tegan Jones has officially retaken the lead. It's now coming to 37 laps to go. Tegan Jones's lead has gotten a lot bigger now. And yeah, come on, right, it's still in second place. So yeah, much like what we saw in the spring, the Stewart Haas guys are dominating once again. Now 36 laps to go. And it looks like Michael Whitman, he's now got himself into a top 10 spot, as he's currently running in 10th. And he's working on the 43 of Matt Connors. $34 to go. It looks like the time is starting to run out. $33 to go. I believe they're going to have to make, I believe, one more pit stop. Meanwhile, we now have the battle for fourth. And Ryan Parsons gets around Boyce. And pretty much we now have a 3-car battle for fourth. And I believe that is one of the only battles on track. And here comes Spencer Boyce wanting to try again. He's on the back bumper. And Michael Whitman has gotten around Matt Connors for 9th. Tegan has just crossed the line with 30 to go. Meanwhile, the 7 of Spencer Boyce still working on the 14 of Parsons. So yes, the battle for fourth. Really one of the only on-track battles for position at the moment. Everybody is pretty much all spread out. And we got Michael Whitman coming on the pit road, as is the 43 of Matt Connors.
The strategy has already started for these two, and even though they're in the back, they're still trying to gain some time, maybe to gain some points for the 9 car, even though he's locked in.
Yeah, this probably, if he can pull it off, this probably won't be a race-winning strategy, but I would definitely say this will definitely get him closer to the top 5. And Whitman is out. Now, of course, we have seen Michael Whitman pull strategy calls like this before. Not only that, he figured, you know, I'm still in the back, like, why not try something? And now Bradley's in. Probably as a reaction. Meanwhile, Tegan Jones still out front. Spencer still trying to work on Ryan Parsons. Now it looks like we have a battle for second starting to heat up between the 10 and the 42. Say there's about 22 laps to go in the race. (22 or 21 laps to go. And now the question is, when will the leaders come in? Spencer Boyce still working on Ryan Parsons. The 42 working on the 10. Michael Whitman has gotten around JC Toronto for 9th. There's really only one way to find out. Well, we got Kevin Hall in the 37 in. Tegan Jones, he still stays out. How about Spencer Boyce is in? Yeah, so now we're definitely going to start seeing some of the top 5 guys come down pit road now. Got JC Tirado in. Tegan still stays out. Got the 32 of Anthony Peters in. And so really the only top 5 guy that came down to pit was the 7 of Spencer Boyce. The rest of them don't want to pull the trigger just yet. As Bradley Domer Jr. now unlaps himself. Yeah, he did it the hard way.
The 10 and the 14 enter the pits.
Yeah, Kamal Wright and Ryan Parsons are in. So a couple Stewart-Haas teammates. Tegan Jones is still out there. At this point, I think he can get away with just taking 2 tires. It's late in the race. He has a big enough lead, so why not? And there he is. He's coming on pit road now.
Looked like the 10 took 4 while the 14 took 2. 14 and the 7 jumped to 10 now.
Now let's keep an eye on Tegan and see what he does. It looks like he took 2.
Top 3 cars taking 2 tires. Will it pay? Well, it would pay off for Tegan, but can it pay off for the 14 and the 7?
Well, there's still one more car that's yet to pit, and that is the 42 of Michael Fox. He's currently being shown as the leader. Say we have about 10 laps to go, I believe. Well, the question is, when is he going to come in? He still stays out.
Do you think the 42 is trying to stretch him on fuel? Does he have enough?
Well, since he's one of the guys who pitted late the last few times, he might try to stretch it out, but I don't think he'll make it. Yep, there he is. He's in. So I think he might go the 2-tire route. Hey, Kamal Wright has gotten around Spencer Boyce. And here comes Fox out of the pits. But Tegan's at speed. And Tegan Jones has retaken the lead. I believe we're coming to 7 laps to go. And now here comes Kamal Wright underneath Ryan Parsons. I believe that's for second. Or third, sorry. That is for third. As Michael Fox is now in second. So we now have 6 laps to go. Actually, 5 laps to go now, so no more cautions. This is going to be another dominant win for the 3-time Cup Series champion. Four laps to go. And with his win tonight, it will automatically lock him into the Earnhardt round, moving one step closer to getting his 4th championship. Three laps to go. Actually, it's 4 laps to go. Now that I said that, now that I'm thinking about it. Well, now it is 3 to go. Well, Kamal Wright took 4 tires, and he was able to make it work. Two laps to go now. And when his closest competition, the 2 Hendrick cars of Michael Whitman and Bradley Domer Jr. got nabbed for speeding, he was able to take full advantage of it. As the white flag is out, 1 more lap to go here at Chicagoland. One step closer to championship number 4 for the number 4. As he comes off of turn 4, he's moving on. Tegan Jones gets the season sweep at Chicagoland. Michael Fox gets second. Kamal Wright third. Ryan Parsons fourth. And Spencer Boyson fifth.
Phenomenal race from the 4 car and the 10 as well, gaining points on the 37 and 7.
Let's see who has the fastest lap. And it is Tegan Jones with the fastest lap, the 30.360. Now let's go ahead and bring him in here. Your race winner, Tegan Jones. I'll go ahead and send Tegan Jones another invite. And there he is, your race winner, Tegan Jones. Another dominant win for you. And not only do you get the season sweep at Chicagoland, but you're moving on to the Earnhardt round.
Hey, it's nice. That's probably one of the only race this year where no drama unfolded. So I'll take it. I was waiting for some BS caution to get called, but it never happened, thankfully.
So now, of course, your closest competition were the two Hendrick cars of Michael Whitman and Bradley Domer Jr., but they got nabbed for speeding on Puritan Road. So how did you feel about that? And did you feel like the race was pretty much in hand at that point?
Once I knew Mike got caught speeding, and we pitted on the same lap because I was kind of cutting it close and speeding myself, but I kind of made an adjustment for the long run after I heard that he sped. And then after I heard Bradley sped, and then Kamal in the 42 stayed out, a lap or two longer than me. I'm out there putting good lap times down, putting seconds on them. I kind of realized then that race was mine to lose. It's just making sure that I didn't speed, getting into pit road, on the other green flag stops. So pretty much I became like I ran fast on the racetrack because as fast as I could, and maintained my time on Kamal the whole run and the 42. And every time I'd back my braking points up for the pit road entry just to make sure that I had it under control and didn't panic. So, like I said, this is probably one of the calmest races when it comes to drama that I think we've had all year, to be honest. And I will obviously gladly take it.
Well, Stuart Haas, another dominant showing here at Chicagoland with you winning and Kamal Wright in third and Ryan Parsons in fourth. So bet you got to feel good about your team's performance going into the off week.
I do. I just they kind of got screwed during the after we had the yellow during the stage for a lag. I lagged apparently. And then on the same lap on the backstretch, apparently there was some issues with the 42 and the 43, and the 14 and the 10 paid the price for it and barely got stage points. So I think Kamal actually may have lost a little bit of points to the cutoff, even with finishing ahead of the rest of them. But and it didn't help that the other two, they all four literally finished back to back to back to back. So there was really no gain, big gain or big loss, in the race finish. It's Spencer and Kevron gained it in the stage finish compared to Ron and Kamal. So that, like I said, that sucks. But they're pretty good at the Roval. So we'll just have to go over there and get their points there in the stage and try to get a win and one of them in on points.
All right, so Harris, do you have anything for Tegan?
No, he kind of took most of the questions I wanted to ask. Good win, Tegan.
Thank you, Harris.
Well, it's another dominant performance from you, and congratulations on your race win. Enjoy the off week, and we'll see you at the Roval in a couple weeks.
Thanks, guys, for broadcasting the night. I hope it wasn't too laggy.
All right, now let's go ahead and get your second place finisher, Michael Fox, in here. He had another pretty strong showing as well, and he made a pit strategy work to get himself a second place.
Wondering what he did on that last stop. I think he took 0 the way he looked. How many seconds in front of the 10 and 7 and the 14?
Well, it looked like he might have only taken 2. So we're going to be, I would say we'd give Michael Fox another, no, never mind, there he is, your second place finisher, Michael Fox, a very, I would say pretty bold pit call there at the end, getting you that second place spot. So, yeah, how does it feel finishing in second?
It felt pretty good. I mean, the move that I did was it was kind of a ballsy Hail Mary move that I did because I was really cutting it there with the tire wear and fuel. I was keeping an eye on my tire wear where I was like, I probably could have blown a tire, but the most thing I was more worried about is my fuel, where I actually started sputtering off in the backstretch in the middle. So I just did gas and go, and that's all I did for the finish.
So Harris, you were right. It was no tires for the 42, but you were able to stretch your fuel and tires quite a bit longer than a lot of the other guys. Like, what were you able to do to get that done?
Just staying behind, riding behind most of the field, just like almost like feathering the throttle, just using the draft to save all that fuel and able to run longer. But either way, I'll take second. It was really hard to get around Bad Fast. I was really wanting to get around him, but there was like some lag thing going on where I was a bit afraid to get even close to him. I had one shot and I was not able to pull it off. I don't know how I did not pull it off. He nearly beat me for second place. It was very close. I was really slow getting to the line, and he was there. But I'll take second. Wish I could have won though, but yeah.
Yeah. So how do you feel about your standings in the playoffs now that you have gotten that second place finish?
I'm feeling good about that. The points is giving me a little bit of more edge from being away from the cut line, and depending on how good I do for next week at Charlotte Roval, where I'll most likely win that race. It really all depends on how it goes, but it might be the race that I might be able to win, but it probably won't. But either way, I'm feeling good on points.
All right, so Harris, you have anything for him?
Yeah, I want to know what happened for the 10 and the 14 to be mad at you. Did you like run up into them on accident, or what was going on there? Because I was kind of confused when I seen them came and door you.
I was
But
really confused about that myself. I was holding my line at the lowest possible part of the backstretch, and I just randomly I see the 43 come down and just jerk right into Ryan, and I went and looked back and reviewed my stream, and it looked like it may have been the 8 that cut off the 43's nose and sent him into Ryan or Bad Fast. So it was really really a lot of confusion there. Like it's usually a thing where I was just like I don't really do anything wrong. I was just holding my line, making the moves that I needed to do, and all that happened, and I just went on to take fourth in the stage.
that's all I have for you. Good second place finish.
Yeah, good. Yeah, congratulations on your runner-up finish tonight. Enjoy your off week next week, and we'll see you at the Charlotte Roval after that.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that race for 2 weeks. Oh man, all right.
And now we will bring in Kamal Wright, a very good third place for him. And he was pretty much up front, pretty much the whole night.
Yeah, I think if he could have definitely hooked with the 4 car, I think he could have maybe had a chance to battle him.
Yeah, but there he is, Kamal Wright, a very good third place finish. Yeah, you and your Stewart Haas teammates had definitely put on a strong showing tonight. Yeah, how do you feel about your team's performance?
Team performance was pretty amazing tonight. Felt like I had a car that could keep up with the 4. Just lost time on pit stops, and that really probably killed our chances at the win. Honestly.
Yeah, but with those pit stops, even if they did, go your way, do you think that you definitely could have had a chance at the 4?
I think so. The car was car was on rails all night. Just got into something a little bit early in the race, which, kind of affected me in the stage. So I don't know, just waiting on see how points look. And then we're going to take some strategy and go to the Roval with it.
Yeah, and speaking of the stage, toward the end of it, you drove up to the 42 of Michael Fox and sort of voiced your displeasure on a matter that happened on track. Do you think you can elaborate on that?
Yeah, well, the issue was, we all thought that the 42 came up the track, hit the 43 into the 14, and that collected me, and I fell back to dead last, and I drive myself back up to 10th before the end of the stage. So we all thought it was 42, but we looked at replay and it was someone else. So we'll take care of that.
Yeah, and it looked like I believe Michael Fox said it was the 8 that came down and chopped somebody's nose.
Well, they said it was the 8. I didn't look at the video yet. My team told me it was the 8, so I don't know I don't know what I don't know what happened. I just know that it really affected me in the points, and uh, I didn't really need that, honestly. I just needed to finish the head of the 7 and the 37 in stage, and we didn't, so had to make up for it in the last stage.
And so, Harris, you have anything?
I'd like to consider you a good road course racer with the Charlotte Roval within 2 weeks. How do you like your chances on maybe say you can win again or try to outpoint the other guys like Kevron and Spencer?
I feel like we could. I feel like we can finish the job at the Roval and hopefully in advance. I mean, if not, then it's been a great season, but, uh, just difficult with our internet connection throughout the whole season. But I think we got it figured out for the playoffs, so it's been holding up pretty steady. Just had one leg out of Talladega, but, everything so far has been steady.
Well, hopefully we'll stay steady for the rest of the playoffs. But congrats on your third place finish, and we'll see you at the Roval in a couple weeks.
All right, thank you.
And now we will go ahead and bring in Ryan Parsons, finishing in 4th. And there he is, Ryan Parsons, with a 4th place finish here tonight. Another pretty good showing, I would say, from you. But yeah, the Stewart-Haas guys, they really put on a show tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with how both Tegan and Kamal ran tonight. Obviously, they were the 2 Stewart-Haas cars in the field tonight, but I'll take a 4th place finish, especially how the car felt up and down kind of all night.
Yeah, and we've definitely seen you and Spencer Boyce get into it a little bit on track.
Yeah, that was just me protecting position as best I could, because I don't feel too comfortable right now with the points right now, so I was just trying to protect my points as best I could.
Yeah, and speaking of points, you are one of those guys on the cut line, and pretty much all 4 of you who are on the cut line are right around it. You all finished 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. So
yeah.
How tight is the cutoff going to be when we get to the Roval in a couple weeks?
I'm hoping not too dangerously close. However, I don't know until points come out.
All right, so Harris, you have anything for him?
Nah, it sums up some of the questions you summed up I was going to ask. But good running today, Ryan.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, congratulations on your 4th place finish. Another very strong showing for you. And we'll see you at the Roval in a couple weeks.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
All right, we will one more interview and then we'll call it a stream. And that is the number 7 of Spencer Boyce. And oh yeah, I actually have to search for his name. And there he is. And there is Spencer Boyce, who finished fifth. Yeah, he finished 5th here tonight at Chicagoland. Another good result for you. But take us through the race and what did it look like from your perspective?
There was a lot of really crazy battles going on, and everyone was slicing and dicing, trying to stay single file. And there was one time when the race were dealing with the lag, but it wasn't too bad. Like when the 10 lag kicked a few drivers backwards. So did Tegan, which put me 3rd before stage 1 ended. And then I'm glad where I finished in this stage. I needed that. But it was a pretty calm race. Everyone was just hanging out, laughing their asses off for no reason. Because it was JB's birthday. We all sang happy birthday on lap 88.
Pretty much like we said happy birthday to you every day?
Not when it's February.
Yeah, but speaking of that stage, you got obviously you got 3rd in the stage, and obviously that does help you out a little bit in terms of your situation in the points. But with everyone around you, like slightly above or even below the cut line, finishing pretty much all together, how tight is that cutoff line going to be when we get to Charlotte in a couple weeks?
I think it's going to be really pretty close because everyone's going to be doing real hard or they're just riding and hanging out. But I feel like my chances at the roll are pretty good. Hopefully either get the win or just survive the backstretch chicane. Because I think everyone's going to take real easy in that turn. But we'll see how it goes.
Well, of course, you did win our first road course race of the season at Canadian Tire. So, Harris, do you have anything for him?
Damn, I had a question in it with away, but do you think you could have done a different strategy at the end there? And what was your tires like? Did you have to take 2, or did you think did you maybe have a thought taking 0? You can stretch it all the way to the end.
I tried to take 2, but to beat Tegan, but he still won. But at the same time, even if I did a ballsy strategy, the 10 car still would have passed me, and that's what I was afraid of. So I pitted on lap 120 to try to make it, and it was closing last. My car was just super tight. I took 2 tires and half tank of gas, and I was able to hold off curb on for 5th somehow.
Well, somehow you were able to hold them off, but it got you a top 5. So congrats on that, and we'll see you at Charlotte in a couple weeks.
You mean, oh yeah, I was thinking about the midweek race. What is wrong with me? Yeah, see you guys there. Thanks for broadcasting.
All right, I think we will call it here. So, final thoughts on the race.
Like we predicted, the Stewart-Haas cars came out dominant after some mistakes from the Hendrick guys, but I think they were pretty much locked in. But battling back to, I think, P9 the 9 car got. It's pretty better than 11th and 12th. I don't know what the 48's got, but this is a good race. It was just like last time. Just have to limit the mistakes, and even at the Roval, you have to limit the mistakes, as we talked about at the Indy Road Course when we broadcast.
Yeah, of course, I believe Michael Whitman ended up getting 8th in the race. So I would say a somewhat decent recovery for him, but of course he didn't have to worry about that or getting any points or winning the race because he's already locked into the next round. But of course it started out pretty dicey, but when everybody settled down and of course when the pit stops started happening, yeah, that was when everything spread out, and overall it was Tegan Jones with another dominant win at Chicagoland. And of course, next week or next Sunday, we are off for Labor Day. But this upcoming Wednesday will be our second to last midweek race of the season, and that will be with the trucks at Charlotte. Now, not the Roval, but the Oval. So yeah, it should be a pretty fun one there as well. And then the week after that will be off week for the midweek series, also for Labor Day. And then after that, we're going to be heading to Chicago for the final race of the midweek series season. So should be an exciting final 3 weeks for midweek, but we're still roughly halfway through the Cup Series playoffs for this season. But anyway, we'd like to thank you all for joining us tonight. So don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend next Sunday. But hopefully you'll be able to join us on Wednesday for the midweek series at Charlotte, where we'll go truck racing. So until then, have a good night, everyone.